The preacher's wife. Love was waiting. He wasn't. This is not a story about an angel saving a marriage. It is a story about love being postponed, misnamed as sacrifice, and quietly abandoned in the name of goodness. The preacher's wife is about absence that looks like virtue, exhaustion that masquerades as holiness, and devotion that forgets where it was supposed to begin. It is about a man who believes he must earn love, and a love that never asked to be earned. Reverend Henry Biggs is not unkind. He is not selfish. He is not malicious. He is devoted. And that is precisely the problem. Henry is devoted to an idea of worth that requires depletion. He believes love must be proven through exhaustion. He believes responsibility means postponement. He believes holiness looks like being pulled apart. So he gives himself to everyone while quietly withdrawing from the one place love is asking to be received. Julia Biggs is not asking for a grand gesture. She is not demanding history, legacy, or promises about the future. She is offering presence. Now, a cup of hot chocolate, a moment on the couch, a shared silence. And Henry brushes past it, not because he does not love her, but because he does not believe he deserves love without performance. The ego cannot receive what it has not earned, so it postpones, again and again. This is why the church is always in crisis. This is why the bills never get paid. This is why the emergencies never stop. A Course in Miracles says ideas do not leave their source, and the world you see is an outward picture of an inward idea. Henry believes he is not enough. The world agrees. Henry believes he must prove his worth. The world keeps demanding proof. Henry believes love must wait until the work is done. The work is never done. The church is not the building. The church is Henry's mind. What he believes about himself is what the world reflects back to him. A home neglected becomes a church neglected. A marriage postponed becomes a ministry postponed. Presence avoided at the table becomes presence avoided at the pulpit. You cannot give what you do not have. And Henry keeps trying to minister love without receiving it first. Everyone around him feels it. Beverly is exhausted. Not because she lacks discipline, but because she is holding together a system that never rests. And this is where the film tells the truth without raising its voice. Henry doesn't give her the day off. Dudley does. Henry walks into the office, calls her name, and Beverly isn't there. When he asks where she is, Dudley says, "I gave her the day off." And Henry reacts instantly. "You gave my secretary the day off." That line is not just surprise. It is exposure, because it reveals how normal exhaustion has become in Henry's world. It reveals how constant availability has been treated like a virtue. It reveals how the whole system depends on people being stretched until they stop feeling like people and start feeling like parts. Dudley doesn't argue. He doesn't justify himself. He doesn't shame Henry. He simply acts from a different premise. That people are not meant to be consumed by what they serve. And that correction is not confined to Beverly. It is the same correction Henry refuses to apply at home. Julia is tired in the same quiet way. Different role. Same expectation. Always later. Always after one more crisis. Always once things calm down. And they never do. The church is still struggling. The bills are still overdue. The pressure is still mounting. The emergencies keep multiplying. Because exhaustion has never been the currency of healing. Henry keeps trying to fix the outer situation, but the premise underneath it remains untouched. A Course in Miracles says, ideas do not leave their source. So if the source idea is, I am not enough, the world has to keep reflecting insufficiency. If the source idea is love must be earned, love will always feel delayed. If the source idea is sacrifice is goodness, depletion will keep looking like virtue. That is why Henry can be physically present and still absent. That is why Julia can offer tenderness and he can brush past it. Not because he doesn't love her, but because receiving love without earning it threatens the identity he has built. Joe Hamilton doesn't create this. He reveals it. Henry believes he is failing, so the world produces a rival who appears to be winning. Henry believes he cannot protect what matters, so the world produces someone who seems ready to take it. A Course in Miracles says projection makes perception. Joe is not the cause. He is the evidence Henry demanded. Dudley arrives without accusation, without agenda, without the need to be remembered. He does not compete with Henry. He simply occupies the space Henry abandoned. Not to take it, to hold it open. The ice skating scene is not about romance. It is about memory. It is Julia being given a moment Henry once promised and then postponed. And Henry's anger flares because it exposes what he does not want to face. That it wasn't time that took the love away. It was postponement. It was distraction disguised as duty. It was a mission used as a mask for inadequacy. And the moment where it looks like Dudley and Julia might kiss is the ego's final test. The ego expects escalation, possession, secrecy, but nothing happens, because what is occurring is not desire, it is recognition, love recognizing itself without grasping. Then the nativity play begins, life interrupts, and a child runs off. Dudley says, "They need you out there." He releases her. No claim, no competition, and Julia returns and kisses him on the cheek. Not romance, not betrayal. Gratitude without attachment. That is why Dudley can disappear without a trace. Real help leaves quietly. The ego demands applause. Jeremiah and Hakeem understand this without effort. Children do not postpone love. They do not schedule presence. They do not confuse responsibility with absence. Henry's borrowed sermons tell the same story. He does not trust his own voice, so he borrows his father's, not out of reverence but out of fear. Truth does not need a script, performance does. And at the end, the miracle is simple. Henry stops reading. He speaks without a teleprompter. He stops trying to be worthy and becomes honest. A Course in Miracles reminds us not to seek to change the world, but to choose to change the mind about the world. Nothing changes for Henry until he stops asking the world to confirm his worth. Nothing heals until he allows love to be present without earning it. Love was never withheld. Love never left. Love waited. Henry just kept choosing later. And later is the ego's favorite hiding place, because later never asks for presence. Now does. Love was waiting. He wasn't.